Okay, so I just read about Boa, this experimental JavaScript engine written in Rust that supports over 90% of the latest ECMAScript spec.
Wait, really? That's fascinating. How does it manage to keep up with such a rapidly evolving standard?
Well, it continuously improves its conformance, which is kind of impressive for an experimental project, right?
Absolutely. But I wonder if there are any limitations to its implementation compared to more established engines like V8.
Good point. It might lack optimizations and features that come with years of development in those engines.
And you know, the choice of Rust is intriguing. It's known for performance and safety, but does that actually translate to faster execution?
That's the hope. Rust's memory safety could prevent certain bugs during execution, but I wonder if that adds complexity in terms of development.
Right, and what about the user experience? If the engine is mostly about performance, does it sacrifice ease of use?
I'm curious about that too. They offer a CLI and even a live WASM playground for testing, which seems user-friendly.
Oh, that's a great way to engage users. Have you tried the live demo? I'm curious how it performs in practice.
Not yet, but I'm planning to. The idea of running JavaScript in a Rust-based engine is just so cool.
Totally, but I wonder how they handle the garbage collection part, which is crucial for performance.
They have a specific crate for garbage collection. It'll be interesting to see if it's effective compared to traditional methods.
That's a solid approach. But what are the challenges they might face with the garbage collector?
Well, if it's not tuned properly, it could lead to memory bloat or performance spikes during collection.
Exactly. And then there's the question of community support. How does BOA engage with developers?
They have a Discord and a matrix space for discussions, which helps build a community around the project.
That's great for collaboration. But do you think it's enough for long-term growth?
I think so, as long as they maintain active communication and gather feedback from users.
That makes sense. And you mentioned documents. How extensive is the documentation?
They have API documentation available, which is crucial for developers looking to implement BOA.
Right, but I hope they keep it updated. Outdated docs can really frustrate new users.
Definitely, plus they have a section for debugging, which sounds helpful for troubleshooting.
That's a must-have. Debugging can make or break a developer's experience with a new engine.
Exactly, and speaking of experiences, how do you think BOA stacks up against other engines in benchmarks?
That's a critical question. They reference V8 benchmarks, but actual performance can vary widely in real-world scenarios.
True, I'm curious to see if they provide any real-world use cases or examples.
Right, and understanding how it performs under load is key for developers.
Totally, so they have a command line interface too. It feels modern and accessible.
Yeah, I'd love to see how intuitive it is for newcomers who might only have web experience.
They seem to cater to both seasoned and new developers, which is promising.
Definitely, but what about the learning curve? Do you think it might be steep for those new to Rust?
It could be Rust's ownership model is unique, which may be challenging for some.
But once they get past that, the performance benefits could really pay off.
For sure, and if they manage to balance usability with performance, that's a win.
And imagine if they could implement features that enhance JavaScript's capabilities.
Exactly, expanding JavaScript functionalities in a Rust environment could lead to interesting innovations.
So where do you see BOA headed in the future? Any predictions?
If they keep improving and growing their community, I think they could become a serious contender.
That's a fair assessment. It's going to be exciting to watch their progress.
Absolutely, it's a fascinating intersection of languages and standards.
And it raises interesting questions about the future of JavaScript engines overall.
Right, there's so much potential for experimentation and growth in this space.